The AFC North is once again shaping up to be one of the best divisions in football. Every team has playoff expectations, every roster has star power, and every fan base thinks that this could be their year. Well, except for maybe the Browns. But every season something unexpected happens. So today we're making one bold prediction for every AFC North team in 2026. Some of these might sound crazy right now, but don't be surprised if we look back in January and see some of these hit. For the Browns, my bold prediction is that they're going to start several different quarterbacks again in 2026. Forget injuries. I think multiple QBs are going to lose their job rather than just simply getting hurt. All the signs and reports are pointing towards the Browns starting Deshaun Watson in Week 1, and there is almost no hope that he regains his form from 6 years ago. As it seems is the case, if he starts Week 1, it's only because of the amount of money that he's making, but the leash certainly can't be very long. I expect the Browns and the new head coach, Todd Monken, to turn it over to one of the young guys pretty early in the year. I expect both Shedeur and Dylan Gabriel to get another chance at some point in the year. Similarly to last year, though, the roster around these guys is nowhere near where it needs to be to maximize their chance. And in all likelihood, it's going to be another year for the Browns' offense and team struggling as a whole. If the Watson experiment fails, as everyone anticipates and suggests it will, there is no reason for the Browns not to evaluate both of their young guys moving into 2027 and assess what they have in that room. The trade of Myles Garrett proves that this team is not interested in competing at the moment, and starting several quarterbacks throughout a year is a good way to secure a good draft pick. For the Bengals, I think Joe Burrow is going to throw for 5,000 yards. It would be the first time in his career that he does it, and he'd be the 10th quarterback all time to do it. The problem in Cincinnati has never been the personnel on offense. It's been the defensive side of the ball and keeping Joe Burrow healthy. The last time Burrow played a full season, he threw for 4,918 yards. The Bengals' defense has been bad for so long that Burrow has had to throw the ball a lot to keep them in games. They improved the defense this year, but it is still significantly below league average, and it's given up a lot of points in 2026. Burrow still has his group of weapons around him heading into the year. Jamar Chase is certainly still in his prime and arguably the best receiver in football, and T. Higgins is one of the best second options in the league. Gesicki and Chase Brown are solid options as well, and the Bengals have done lots of work to protect Burrow up front. This Bengals roster is built to win right now, but it's built to win games and shootouts, and certain game scripts are certainly going to push Joe Burrow to reach 5,000 over the year. For the Ravens, I have a more team-based bold prediction. I think after 9 games, just past the halfway point, Baltimore will have a losing record, but they'll still finish with double-digit wins and make the playoffs. Jesse Minter is entering his first season as the head coach, and I wouldn't be shocked if there are some growing pains early as this coaching staff settles in and Lamar Jackson adjusts to a new offensive system. Defensively, Anthony Weaver takes over as the coordinator, and while he's familiar with the organization, any coaching change usually comes with an adjustment period. Despite that, this roster is simply too talented to stay down for long. Lamar Jackson is still one of the best quarterbacks in football. The offense has plenty of weapons, and the defense has enough playmakers to turn things around. I think Baltimore struggles through the first half of the season, finds an identity around November, and enters the playoffs as one of the hottest teams in the AFC. For the Steelers, I think the Steelers will have 2 players reach 1,000 yards for the first time since 2018 when Juju and Antonio Brown did it. DK Metcalf only had 850 receiving yards himself last year, and Michael Pittman has only ever done it twice in his 6-year career, but this is arguably the best offense that either of them has ever been on. Rodgers can still sling it, and if they get open and draw enough attention away from each other to be an effective duo, these two are both capable of putting up 1K in Mike McCarthy's system. We've seen for so many years in Dallas and Green Bay, Mike McCarthy's system is able to support multiple receivers having productive years. If both of these guys put up 1,000 this year, the Steelers' offense would likely be unstoppable, and this team could be dangerous come playoff time. Let me know what you think was the boldest prediction, which ones will come true, and what other bold predictions you have.